Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm kicking off a brand new channel for me, focusing on really the end game of Monster Hunter. Rise has been out for a few days now, so I wanted to start off by going over my favorite weapon in the game so far, the hunting horn. So let's take a quick look at the build here. And I want to start off by saying that this is really, I believe to be, at least early on, the go-to way to build most weapons. You want to start off by going weakness exploit 3, and then you build from there. In general, attack boost is stronger in Rise than crit boost is, thanks to attack boost now giving percentage attack. But I do believe a combination of crit boost level 3 and a minimum of attack boost 4 is going to be ideal for hunting horn. And that's because we have this the Nargacuga weapon with a base 40% affinity with an affinity up song. So with weakness exploit 3 and just our weapon, we're going to have over 100% affinity. On top of that, it has a attack up rampage skill and an attack up song with white sharpness. It's going to be, I believe, the best DPS horn. I don't really think there's going to be too many other options. You could arguably go the Magnum Aloe horn, but I believe that's a different build, and I could possibly explore that later on. So how do we get all this put together? Well, you want to start with the hardest to acquire skills first. Crit boost and weakness exploit don't have decorations in the game currently, so we have to get them through armor and charms, and that's where the Scaldo Waist and the Rajang Leggings come in. The Scaldo Waist gives us 2 weakness exploit, and the Rajang Leggings give us level 2 crit boost, so we just have to find 1 extra point of each somewhere in our build. Ideally, you want a charm with weakness exploit and a level 2 slot. It's not necessary to finish the core build. Any charm with at least 1 weakness exploit will work. So that will give you 3 weakness exploit. And to get the 3rd point of crit boost, we can't take the Rajang Waist because we already have weakness exploit on our waist. So that really only leaves us with 1 other piece of armor that gives crit boost, the Remobra chest. And then that will give you 3 points of critical boost. And from there, you're free to, you really just want to max out on attack boost. There are several ways to get to level 4 attack boost, so it's however you see fit. Our weapon has a 2 slot on it, which can be slotted in for attack. For Van Braces, I prefer Anjanath Van Braces over, say, Rathalos Van Braces. This gives 1 less attack than the Rathalos Bracers, but it gives Slugger level 2. And since I have a 2 slot on my charm, I actually have an extra 2 slot in the build if I'm only going for attack boost 4, so I can easily fit Slugger level 3 with attack boost 4 with the Anjanath Van Braces and a 2 slot on my charm. For the helmet, I prefer the Magnum Aloe helmet. We have a socket for our weapon, or for our attack up, excuse me, and it provides really just a nice set of random skills that we can use. It gives us a little bit of extra sharpness with handicraft, and level 1 flinch free is, in my opinion, one of the best quality of life skills in the game if you're playing multiplayer. It's going to prevent you from getting flinched and knocked back by your buddies who you're playing with. It's just, I recommend it for everyone playing multiplayer. If I were going for maximum DPS, if I was trying a speed run, you could swap out the Sinister Helm for the Anjanath helmet, and that will give you, it'll still give you a 2 slot decoration slot, but it will also give you Slugger, so you can go up to attack level 5 while maintaining Slugger 3. arguably better than this build, but like I said, I just prefer having flinch free, having handicraft. It just makes the game more comfortable to me. And yeah, so that's basically the rundown of the build. You probably notice I have several level 1 slots in the build. And other than Horn Maestro, there's not a necessary level 1 charm for Hunting Horn. So you're really free to put in any botanist, geology, any resistances you want. I'm choosing to go max attack. Max defense boost. Because we're taking a lot of armor pieces that are lower in defense just to get our crit, like our Remobra and our Scalda. They're not the best stat-wise. So having the level 4 defense boost really makes just fights a lot more comfortable. But again, they're level 1 slots. None of them are mandatory. You are free to slot them in however you want. So that's the basic rundown of the build. Like I said, this is a pretty strong core for a lot of weapons. You could easily take this build and apply it to other weapons, replacing Slugger with, say, Quick Sheath for Longsword or Rapid Morph for Switch Axe, for example. As for switch skills, they're mostly up to preference. Earthshaker is really the only skill I would say is mandatory for a DPS build, but the others you're free to swap around. Overhead Smash is one of our hardest hitting moves, but again, if you prefer Melodic Slap, you aren't really missing out on anything crucial by taking it. As for food buffs, you should take Slugger, I take Weakener, and I take Booster. Slugger, it just compounds onto our Slugger 3. Weakener should just be taken every time. It's one of the best food buffs in the game. And so is Booster. They're just 3 very solid food buffs for the build. So that's it, guys. I don't want to ramble on and make the video really longer than it needs to be. Again, this is my first video, so if you see anything I could be doing better, let me know in the comments. Also, if there's any sort of weapons or skills you want me to play around with, let me know too. That's all for now, though. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.